up with a package price for your event and wedding planning business is really as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to outline it all for you right now. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to this video, I want you to hit that subscribe button real quick so that you can get more videos like this one week after week. So here's the thing. I know sometimes when you're out here and you're thinking about how to work with clients, especially wedding planners, you're thinking, okay, I see everyone with these package pricing. How did they get to that number? How did that one come up? Now, one of the things that some people try to do, and I don't recommend, is that they just look around at their competitors and they just price their packages based on what they're doing. So their competitors are charging $5,000 for their full wedding planning package, and they just go ahead and they price theirs for $5,000. Here's the thing. I don't want you to do that for a number of reasons. The main one being you don't know how they came up with that price. So you don't know what's included in that 5,000. Now that 5,000, you might start charging that and you realize you're not making a profit. And here's why. Because your competitors might be in the industry longer. They might have vendors that they have established relationship with, and they might be getting a much deeper discount than you are getting right now. So of course, they can charge that and still make a substantial profit, and you're not. So what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you come up with the best event planning package pricing. The first thing you want to do is you want to determine your prices. Now, I have a video that outlines this step by step, including the 4 things that needs to be included, as well as the 3 different pricing structures. So I want you to go through that video, because essentially what it says is that you need to look at your cost. So you need to add your cost. You need to look at your labor, so your time. How many hours did you spend planning the event? Is it 5 hours? And what's your hourly rate? Is it $10? Then that's a cost as well. So you need to have the actual event cost. So think of, your purchases, your rentals, all of that, right? Then the next thing you want to add in is you might want to add in a markup. So if you're using vendors who are passing discounts to you, you might decide to pass that discount on to the client, or you might mark it up, right? Depends on you. But those are the 3 things that needs to be included. Number 4 is your profit percentage. Once you have all those costs determined, they need to determine how much profit would you like to make. Based on these total costs, what's the profit percentage you'd like to make? Maybe you'd like to make 5% of these total costs. Great. Calculate that, add it in, and that's your total cost. So that's what you need to determine. Now, my video goes into much better, different details. It's a little bit more detailed, so I'm going to link you so that you can actually go check that out. I also have a pricing calculator that I'm going to link below that you can use to come up with your most profitable pricing, as well as your hourly rate. I'm going to link all of that down below. Now, number 2 is that once you have your price, I want you to actually try it out a couple of times. So you've come up with the price. I don't want it to be set in stone. Here's why. As you begin working more and more with more clients and doing more events, there are a couple of things that are going to change. You become more experienced, right? Which increases your value. You also become faster and better at doing what you're doing, which might include the hours that you spend doing everything. So you might find that that price is going to change a little bit. So for the first couple of events, I really want you to be flexible before you lock that package price in completely and never touch it again, right? So I really want you to try it out a couple of times. Then number 3 is I want you to look at what's included and then decide if you can lock that in. So let's say you've tried out a couple of events, you've worked with a couple of clients, and you've realized they all want the same thing. They want, a backdrop, they want some decor on the table, they want some flowers, they want a cake, right? Something like that. Very basic, very simple. And they all want the same thing for their wedding reception. Then okay, here's how much time it's going to take me. Here's how much that costs. I know the base price for something like this is $2,000. Amazing. Say, here's my package. It's going to be X. It includes this, and it's $2,000, right? Then what you want to do is any clients who come in who want something different, you at least have this base package and they can customize as needed. So they can add more elaborate things that would of course increase the price, but at least it gives you a set package that they have to work from. Those are my 3 tips for coming up with your pricing packages. And one of my main tips before you even leave is this. You really should be evaluating and updating your pricing every year. So if you're not doing this, please set a reminder in your calendar right now that at the end of every year or at the end of every wedding season, you're going to reevaluate. Because one of the things that you might notice, and we've seen this happen after the COVID pandemic, is that we had supply issues. their supply issues, which meant that a lot of costs were going up for different things. So a lot of costs for your items that you're sourcing might have gone up. You never want to get caught in the trap where you haven't changed your prices, all of your supplies are going up, and your profit starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't want you to be there. So I need you to just set a reminder and update your prices. And if you have any questions, of course, drop them in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. Again, I'm linking the pricing calculator below as well, so you can check it out to get your best optimal price. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can get more videos like this one week after week.